I was just thinking, so what is beautiful? Well, beauty, beautiful. A child is beautiful because a child is innocent and because a child is sweet and a child is not offensive. A child, we just love to sit there watching them frolicking around doing completely nothing and, um, and making a mess and even if they're playing in the mud and they're jumping up and down and getting totally covered in mud, you end up laughing like crazy because it's just so funny to watch. And children having fun, innocent fun. And the kitten's trying to get up on me, little rascal. And I was thinking about it. I remember this female in a supermarket, and I think she must have seen my Facebook because she used to follow me around the supermarket, inside the supermarket, and she was really she must have been about 15, 16, and she was very, very happy. And I think she saw my Facebook and she thought I was someone famous or something because she was very, every time I'd turn up in the supermarket, she'd run to the door and she'd wait for me and stuff like that. And I remember once when I went to get served, she um, she got the cat scratching my knee. She got the other girl that was serving, and she got her out of the way so that she could serve me. And I was a little alarmed, and but eventually she disappeared. I remember her mother coming over a couple of times and growling her because she kept coming up to me, and and one day she disappeared, and then later on I found her on Facebook, and she had tattoos all over her. She had two or three children. She was a single mum. She looked terrible. And what had happened was they'd taken away her innocence and they'd taken away her beauty, her real beauty. Her beauty wasn't in her looks, um, it was in her manner. That's a good way of putting it, her manner, her character. And when she was in the store, when I'd go into the store, she was always smiling, always happy, always full of joy. You all right? Quiet there. She gets really moody and, or she just sits there for a while and just sort of sits there. These kittens keep me very, I don't know, they're a lot of fun. Oop, she's after the other cat. And they when I open the door, they all run in to greet me and things like that. It's quite thrilling. But beauty is in. I was just thinking it when I was just driving home now from Tonowi School, and I was thinking about the beauty is within you, not out, not your physical beauty. They say you've got a beautiful soul, you're a beautiful person, or you're a wonderful, person. I remember that old couple we helped when they's woman backed over her that woman, old elderly woman's mobile schooner, and I walked over and I got their license plate number, and they were really bad people, and I got the license plate number, wrote it all down. And when they took off before the old elderly lady came out of the store, so my children and I waited, and then when she came out of the store, we went over and gave her the license plate number, and she had insurance. So they told me that her husband turned up, and he wanted to give me money, and I said, "Look, I don't want any money." He wanted to give me $10, and they're very poor. And he said, "No, no, please take it." And I said, "Why? I don't want to take your money. I just wanted to help you out because that's what you do." And he said, we saved them $800 in damage. The other woman had to pay for it, and the one who done it, he ran over it. So the later, I didn't take the money, but about a week later, I found in my letterbox with a note, and he said he went home, and his wife gave him a huge selling off for not leaving the $10 with me. So they put in the letterbox, and I didn't know where they lived. But I saw her in town about 6 months later, and she said, you was talking about me and Grace, and he said, you two are children from God. And that's kind of how you want people to talk about you. That's just, that means you're beautiful inside. And you do things, nice things for others without wanting return. You do the right thing because it's the right thing to do, and there's no need or desire for anything back. You just do it because, and if you see someone broken down on the side of the road, you just go and do it because it's what you want to do. You get a lift, a joy, a lift inside. Your spirit is lifted, your heart and your soul is lifted. When you work hard for someone, like if they get a flat tire or something, and then you see them walking away, and you're like, wow, I'm so glad they got away, and I'm so glad I had something to do with helping them. And it's a real buzz. I honestly really love helping people. It's so nice, and it's a thrill, especially if you don't spend money. You just help them. If they need money, yes, but if you just help them, and it's just nice. And if you pay for someone's groceries, which I've done, I think the highest I've done is $150, something like that. If you do that, it's just a buzz to do it. It's a real thrill to do it. It's really exciting, and you see the person walk off, and you feel, you could have used the money yourself on something, but it's so much nicer knowing that people are going to eat, and it's not people are going to eat because of you. People are going to eat. It's important that everyone should eat, and I've been without food so many times throughout my life. Um, it's wonderful. But anyway, beauty. Beauty is the soul, the smile, the gift. I remember putting up a very wrinkled face of Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa used to spend night after night after night holding people in India who were, I think it was India, the poverty areas where they were dying of starvation and stuff. And she would hold them as they died and be the last person to talk to them and hold them. And and then I read about how she was a hard businesswoman to raise money for the poor and things like that. And she was a beautiful soul, but not beauty in looks. And you couldn't help but so many people look at photos of Mother Teresa and just smile. And you want to be that kind of person where it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter uh, how much money you make. It just matters that you matter to other people and you help them, and that's what matters. Yeah. The cats are scratching. One of the kittens the other day went up to the glass, stuck his claws on the glass, and went down the glass very slowly, made that horrible glass scratching sound. These ones are they're really clever. Anyway, so I just wanted to say that because it's really special if you can see a child's innocence, a child's joy, a child's happiness, clean character in an adult. Today, in the materialistic world, people are shamed for being like a child in the innocence, love, and fun. And I wrote a thing on that years ago. Keep the child in you alive because it's so precious. And if you had two joyful parents who were living for themselves and their children, the children will grow up very happy, very complete, with very much love in them, and just so happy. And that's what we want our children to be. And it may not have happened to us, but why not spread it out? Share the love, share the good times, share your empathy and your care and your compassion. It's just wonderful. If the cat's squeaking out the window, I'm going to go and let the kids in. Okay? God bless you. Have a good day.